our group will talk about the water pollution. So this is our team member. It's me, Nguyễn Quang Anh, Nguyễn Quang Hưng, Hồ Phương Anh, and Nguyễn Thanh Linh. So let's start our presentation with the introduction to water pollution. The part 2 is called the cause of the water pollution, and number 3 is the consequences and the effect, and finally is solutions. So start with the part 1 is Thanh Linh.
Hi everyone, my name is and I will talk about the introduction to the water pollution. First, water is essential for human life. However, if the humans themselves who have how research how to eliminate water environment. Water pollution refers to the situation where water research become dirty and where pollution and quality change in a limited way. That creates include harmful substances that are dangerous to human and wildlife. The shocking fact is that more than 1 billion people globally are living in severely water shortage, and there are also big gaps in this water. Access between Europe and Europe countries. Vietnam is also facing the risk of clean water shortage. Each year, it estimates that around 9,000 people in Vietnam die every year to poor water quality, and about 200,000 people suffer from cancer caused by polluted water. And water pollution is not a problem in Vietnam, but also in many countries around the world. In Cambodia, 72% of households don't have access to safe manner drinking water, and 63% 10 million lost their toilet, according to UNICEF and UNICEF. So while Cambodia's first problem with clean water access, Vietnam is hoping for with how to treat wastewater. And meanwhile, Chinese state is a small state water pollution. Around 15% of rivers in China also often such the water is not safe for drinking. This so that Chinese water pollution is variable time more than Vietnam. And the last one, the overall number. So last of these countries are facing where all get this water pollution. We need to understand how effective of the in order to find suitable solutions. And there is also factory.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hưng. Today I talk about the cause of water pollution. And the first cause is natural water pollution. Is the dead animal that live into water, salty and underground. Natural diseases and storm also cause polluted water sources to make with clean water and to man-made pollution. This is the main cause of water pollution. This is domestic wastewater from agricultural production, medical water and water from industrial production, and the next with
Hepatitis by transfer, heavy metal, health impact on aquatic life, reduce oxygen level in water, leading to mass death of fish and aquatic organisms, cause ecological imbalance, toxic substance accumulate in the food chain. Three, impact on the environment. Degrade surface and underground water, source, pollute soil and the biodiversity and destruction of natural ecosystems. On economic and social impact, affect our agricultural and fiscal, increase cost of upstream water treatment, impact tourism and the quality of life. Conclusion, water pollution has severe and long-term consequences. Ocean extinct, reduce waste, raise public awareness, protect water source.
So this being responsible for part of the solutions. And let's see in the global solution to water pollution. Global solution to water pollution. First, it goes to short-term pollutions. Countries need to upgrade water treatment system because only about 52% of global sewage is treated properly, when in the low-income country, it is about 4.2%. The ban of reducing single-use plastic is also crucial. When about 11 million tons of plastic enter the oceans every year, and we also need to stricter regulations on industrial wastewater need to be enforced immediately. And for long-term solutions, countries need to focus on invest on building green infrastructure such as wetlands, or also promote in agriculture farming to use fewer chemicals, and also both in international cooperation for water use. Special ability is in using the same river like Mekong River, and also invest in innovative, support the innovations in water purifications, but technology is also essential. So in Vietnam, the short-term solution have already been planned. Currently, 70% of industrial wastewater have been treated before wastewater currently untreated. So we need to improve the industrial wastewater treatment. The secondly is the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment increases the inspections and fines for the illegal discharge. We also launched some community events like the Green Sunday or Clean Up Vietnam, which is raise the awareness from public and also have some direct actions. Finally is some pilot plastic reduction program in supermarkets to help to reduce the plastic usage. For long term, looking at the long-term strategy in Vietnam, the government plans to build more than 30 centralized water treatment plants in the Mekong Delta. We also updated the water resources law in 2023 for better managed water and also improve the accountability. Still about farming practice like coral plantations, organic fertilizer, and land pesticide use. And I have to say that Vietnam also adopted national action plans on plastic waste 2030, which means it's aimed to eliminate the non-biodegradable plastic bag by 2030. Besides the political and also infrastructure, the education and public awareness is also an important factor. We cannot protect what we do not understand. So, environmental education is also being implemented in education program like the Green School program in Hà Nội, Đà Nẵng, or Ho Chi Minh City. We also organize public media campaigns on clean water to raise people awareness and also, and finally is youth are more involvement in cleanup and also conservation about the environment. So what can we do to help as an individual? As an individual, first we can reduce using we can reduce pollution at home by using the friendly detergents and avoid dumping chemical into the sink or down the drains. Secondly, we should fix leaks and reduce the water waste that help to save the water. And also don't litter chemical or waste or plastic or near the waterways. And also we can educate and spread the we can also important to help raise awareness about protecting clean water and supporting sustainable green business. Remember that big change starts from small actions. Every drop counts. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you guys for listening. So in your group opinion, what is the role of the government and people in protecting water resources?
If question group 1 and group 4 is optional, who is responsible for solving the problem of water process, individuals, communities, or government-wide, and both water's impact, security, risk, and other things, which is rules of government and individual in granting water resource. So here the answer to provide water. In opinion, solving water pollution is a serious responsibility. Personal problems play the most important roles by making laws, managing water system, and posting solutions. Companies must follow regulations and regulate wise individuals have by using water wisely and avoiding harmful practices and raising awareness. Both and people must work together to protect water resources effectively.
Okay, so then I want to add on something. So what is the relationship between the role of the government and people in society about protecting water resources?
Can I answer? Yeah, I want to help her a little bit about the government and between the relationship between the government and citizens is about the thing is the government creates rules. They also they create rules and we obey the rules. We have to, they maybe draw a plan to let us follow that we should make after that. We should do as what they say. So government is like the brain. They give information and they tell us what to do and what we need to. And the citizens have joined us as a part of the plan. They are the main. They are the single individual do what's good and what the government thinks that is right.
So what the individual do when the government policies are not effective? Do you think that the government policies and the law forces are not effective, are not environmentally friendly, like they support economic growth and they don't care about water? So what do you do?
Well, that is a quite reality to our questions. Normally, government talk a lot about the protecting environment when the citizens and also local people feel like that does not work at all. So if we, as an individual, we can raise supportive from everyone, then we can share our viewpoint about this is not work. You guys should create something more effective, something that we can accessible and more like possible to solve the problem of the environment.
Okay, so let's move to the second one. Group 2, what's your question? Yeah.
I have a question for you. Can modern technology replace traditional method in treating and preventing water pollution, or is the shift in public communities the key factor for sustainable future?
That is a pretty hard question. I have to say that modern technology is very vital in treating and preventing water pollution. It's because it helps everything more effectively and accurately. However, it cannot replace completely the traditional methods, because some traditional methods are quite accessible to local people and also sustainable for environment in rural areas. But more importantly, the raise of public awareness and also the involvement of everyone in the protected environment is the key for the long-term plans. Without our involvement or any kind of responsibility from everyone, we can even the best technology cannot help us to create a sustainable future. That's the end.
Regarding technology, so I'm going to tell you about some modern technology used in cleaning up water solutions, water pollution.
Okay, prepare a little bit. Modern technology have treats environment water pollution more effectively. We now have smart filtration system in real and also the real sensor to find the pollution, to detect the harmful substance. So that this technology are especially useful in the large city or industrial area where the pollution is very complex and also happen very fast.
Continue with the next one. Group 3. Group 4.
5 and 6.
Actually, I have to say this. The answer from Lynn is also applied on the group 1 and also group 4 answer. they both talk about responsibility between the government and also the citizens.
Alright. There's another something I want to ask about the role of industry and organizations. What are roles of companies, industry, and organization in solving this pollution?
Can I try to answer, but I don't know exactly if it's right or not. But for industrial, I think they also one of the factors create the pollution so they can help to reduce pollution by obeying the legal the policy that government gives them, like reduce the like less using chemical or less create more emission. And about the organizations, like I said, many organizations in the world were created to protect the environment, like the Ministry of Natural Resources or an environment or
Okay, do you think that strict laws from the ministries of environment, of natural resources, of the government, do you think that strict laws can help solving the water pollution?
as I say, the government all creates law. What
Yes,
the
but do
important
you think strict laws can solve the problem, or they just learn how to hide behind the laws? They find a way to overcome the barrier, the legal barriers.
this is more reality than it. Okay, so
Họ sẽ tìm cách, họ sẽ yes, vâng, hay là họ tìm cách để làm rồi.
actually that's quite right when many companies choose to use money to cross the law, but not all of them. Actually, we can know all about them. Some of them can connect with the government, so the government can protect them if they have enough money. That's just my personal, not want to talk bad thing, but strict law is only happen if that company does not have enough power to fight back. Even if that is a large or international company, they can use money to cross to the law. And
Okay.
they,
Yes. Do you want to add something? And
Hưng.
and Hưng, do you want to add something? Có muốn thêm gì vào câu trả lời của bạn không? Đây là phần Q&A session của Quang Anh ạ. Nào nhóm 5 là câu hỏi đi ạ. Gì nữa, chồng gì nữa, trời ơi.
Quang Anh thì gọi đi.
Nhóm 5 nào.
Is banning single-use plastic
I will also focusing on roadmap. Banning single-use plastic is feasible, realistic roadmap, affordable, native, low-income support, better waste management, and public awareness. Full men require cooperation between the government, business, and community. Yes.
Okay, I think that this group wants to know, is it possible to reduce the use of single-use plastic bags, right? This is one of the source of water pollution. So can we reduce the use of single-use plastic bags? Now, why people in developing countries like Vietnam or Laos or Cambodia rely on low-cost products? possible to reduce plastic bag in developing countries?
Yes.
Yes.
How?
Ồ,
Đừng quay tôi quay anh kia.
phóng viên thường trực tại 53 mà. Mua bán.
Their countries low income, so
Alright, so I will leave this question. Nhóm này sẽ ghi lại câu hỏi này nhé. Buổi sau trả lời nhé. Làm thế nào để làm giảm lượng rác thải nhựa khi mà các đất nước đó chủ yếu phụ thuộc vào các sản phẩm giá rẻ và các sản phẩm túi, ví dụ như là túi giấy dùng nhiều lần, đúng không ạ? Túi vải vân vân thì nó không tiện. Okay, so what do you do to overcome that situation? Okay chưa? Trưởng nữa.
How to reduce water pollution in urban areas.
May I answer question? That's a really important question. Urban area play a significant share in managing water pollution due to the concentration of people, industry, and infrastructure. There are several key ways to reduce water pollution in urban setting. One is improve wastewater treatment. Two is enhance stormwater management. Three is control industrial discharge. Four is enhance agricultural runoff. And five is reduce household contribution to pollution. This is my answer.
Cô cứ coi bằng chân.
Do you agree? Agree, is that right?